Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to be discussing about some basic rules in chess. So I would like to start off with uh, capturing. In the previous video we discussed how each piece moves and how much they are worth. In today's video we will be discussing about how to capture a piece and what are the rules. So let's say in a situation like this, right? In a situation like this, like we discussed in the previous video, when you're capturing with a pawn, you always capture diagonally. So capturing is basically you remove the opponent's piece, any piece for that sake, except the king. You remove it and replace it with your own piece. You can obviously capture with pieces other than the pawn, like in this instance, black could capture back with the queen. The next rule that I want to discuss is, uh, let's say, like this. So in a case like this, you obviously can't go against the pawn. So what I'm trying to say is that you're blocked. In a case like you could be blocked by your own pieces. For example, this rook, right? This rook can't move anywhere right now because it's blocked by its pieces. Except the knight, no piece can move when it's blocked by the pieces. The knight, on the other hand, can jump around the board by skipping pieces. Let's discuss about checks next. So, like we discussed in the previous video, king safety is the most important in a chess game. The main goal of the game is to protect your own king and checkmate the other king. So when you're faced with a check, what I mean by check is basically when the opponent is threatening to capture your king, right? And you obviously have to respond to it. Now this is a check right now. The queen is threatening to take your king. So you cannot play some move which does not respond to it at all. Like you can't play pawn e4 or something like that because it's a check right now. So you have to respond to the check. One way to respond to the check is obviously blocking the check. For example, the knight could go here and the threat is averted for now. So this is one way you could stop a check. Another way you could stop a check is by directly moving away the king. In an instance like this, when you're checked, if your king can move away, you can play that. Although this is not a good move in this position, what I'm trying to say is if you needed to, you could always play this move. You could sometimes it's better to move away with your king rather than block it with another piece. Except in cases of you can you can mostly block a check in most cases, except in cases of discovered checks, which we will discuss in future videos. Another way you can obviously respond to a check, let's say, uh, no, excuse me, right. So let's say this is a check, right? You could obviously block it or you could move your king away. But in a situation where you can also capture the opponent piece. So these are really the only three ways with which you can respond to a check. There's obviously going to be limitations where sometimes in situations you can't really move your king away or you can't capture the piece and you might have to block it or and if all else fails then the game is over, you're checkmated. So you will need to look out for all of these, and in the next video we will be looking at special rules in chess called castling and en passant. These rules are very important in chess because they play a very significant role in the game, and believe it or not, many people do not know that these rules exist, especially en passant. It is not very popular in the chess world, and it's often these moves can make the game changer. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. See you.